I find myself back up 10 flights of stairs to the top of the place, in a space, in a time, overlooking Venice. From here I have a bird's eye view, and I can see the birds in the background. I can see the mountains. I can see that we're on a lagoon. I can see water. I can see towers and rooftops. I can see across the great expanse of time. I can see my soul soaring and searching. I can see myself yielding to beauties unimaginable. I can see myself being seduced. I can see myself crying as I walk these streets, these alleyways, these ancient ruins of time, from the Byzantine to the early Renaissance, and on and on and on and on and on. This city has seen the march of time. It shows us enormous architecture, great churches, amazing cathedrals. It shows us the most important paintings that the world has ever produced. It gives us music and melody. I'm grateful. From Salute to the Rondon Torah of Palatinos, the enormous church, I am in awe. So across this century, across these backdrops, or rather I should say within this city, this ancient ruin of time, Oquia Morzer has mounted his show, the Venice Biennale 2015. An enormous work of great importance, standing up and standing next to the Baroque, the medieval, the early Renaissance, the late Renaissance, the Roman Empire, and its expansion. Here we see that something has come home to roost. Young boys and young girls who played out their lives in the colonies have left those colonies and have now come to the mainland. They've come to the mainland in search of work. They've come to the mainland in search of opportunity. They've come to the mainland in search of gold. They've come to this land in order to find themselves in a new way, in a new time, in a new century, in a new era. In a new time, in a new century, in a new era. We enter the 21st century with a whole set of new questions now. We are not hearkening back to the Roman Empire. We are now questioning empire. And in this exhibition, we are questioning the role of states and governments. We are questioning the role of democracy and the ability of democracy to handle its civic duty to its citizens. It's a question of power, orchestrations of power, as it finds itself, or rather I should say, as it expresses itself in late capitalism. In a city that was built upon enormous riches and vast riches as a result of tremendous trade. It's really not a surprise that the Venice Biennale really is here in Venice. It makes all the sense in the world. It was here that worlds collided. It was here that worlds were brought together. It was here that all of the exchange that we understand to be the bedrock of capital and of power are really located here, as they moved away from Rome and began to shift here as a site of the new. So, it's against this backdrop that Tolkien and Wurzer has constructed the Venice Biennale 2015. There are problems, to be sure. There is no exhibition that comes without its problems. There are things that are unresolved, and there are problems that are problems, but they're not massive. The more important thing is that there are a group of artists on parade, the likes of which the Venice Biennale has never seen before. They have names that end in I and O and A. And U. They hail from Africa, Asia, South America, India. It's a new lane. It's a new day. It's a new time. And we are posing new questions, new possibilities. I suppose, really, that's what it means to have democracy. And that's what it means to have cultural diplomacy. That cultural diplomacy really is the meeting of the worlds in a central location. Cultural diplomacy is the meeting of the worlds in a central location, where everyone meets on equal terms, without the layers of power to disrupt us, but rather to use all of those things in the service of what is best, what is good, and what is right, and what is just, and what is moral. So we meet you here, at the edge of the new worlds, on the edge of chaos, at the Venice Biennale 2015, headed by Queen Wurzer, asking us to ask the larger questions about what art is, how it functions, and who it serves.